Okay, we're going to tie today what I call a Montauk Green Caddis Pupa. Me and Jeff Holzem were down at Montauk during the winter catch and release season, and we ran into a Jeff City native down there, Frank Hume, and he gave us a couple of these each, and we did real well on them, and I've done real well on them ever since fishing down there at Montauk, where they have just a whole bunch of these little green caddis. So I've already got a hook in the vise. We're going to start off and use an Orvis size 20 big eye dry fly hook, standard dry fly hook. You can also use a nymph hook. I'm going to use a size 12 or 14, I'm not sure which it is, black thread. And I'm going to start it off up here. 2 eye lengths from the eye of the hook. Come back and you got to put a little bit of thread down to make sure this real thin thread doesn't come right off. Okay, the next ingredient is this chartreuse. Let me stop that bobbin from spinning. A chartreuse, a UTC fluorescent chartreuse in the size small. And that's the green stuff. Okay. So if I don't knock down my backdrop, I'll get started. I'm going to tie that in so it ends up there at the 2 eyes length from the front, then come all the way back. And I like to cover this thing the whole length because this stuff is really slippery, and it's got a long body anyway, and it'll pull right out on you if you don't get it in there good. Okay, and I like to go in back. Still see me? In back of the last black thread, cover it up. Then just tie real tight wraps back to back. I think I got the hook across the hook point with the wire. Last time I did that with the thread. So I got a couple good wraps on there. I forgot to take the thread to the far front, so I'll do that now. Like I said before, 2 eye lengths from the hook eye, and then I think I'm going to use my rotary option on my vise to get that up to the front real close to each other. And I just covered up my 2 hook gaps, but I can approximate. Cover them up with thread. I'm going to go one more. I hope you're still with me because I had some trouble before. I'm going to go behind it a couple times, in front of it a couple times. Cut it off with the back of my scissors. Cover it up real good. Then the second deal, that's the body of the pupa. Second deal is I'm going to take a couple of peacock herl. There we go. I don't know if it's going to focus, but get rid of the thin, kind of delicate stem parts. Level that up and put it right behind there, and about 3 or 4 turns. You want to have a pretty good collar on there for the head of the pupa. Just tie that in. Okay, still got you in my camera. Okay, make sure that's tied in good. Then I'm going to take a little black this is a dry fly hackle, because that's one of the things I can get more easily, that small hackle. It's supposed to be a 20, but it's a little closer to the 18. And I think they don't really have any legs or anything. This is kind of the mouth parts or gills or something that are up in front. And I only need to do is get it in there right. Try that again. Okay. Try to get that stem out of there. I'll cut it off when we get done. Okay, and didn't have quite long enough of a hackle. Let's see when you still there? Yeah. You get the smaller hackle. It's hard to hang on to. Okay, and I'm just going to do 1.5 turns. Probably closer to 1, but go around it a couple times. Tie those little hackles down, and then go around the front. And cut this off with the pushing the V of the scissors. That way you won't cut the hackle or the thread, hopefully. And pull these back. And can you use the tie-in wax, and I'm going to have a peacock curl in it. And I had peacock curl in my whip finisher. I can't believe I'm still in the camera. Having a heck of a time with that dude. But nothing's come undone, so we're good. Okay, so I don't know if I have to. I'm going to take care of that one little hackle so that you can get the leader in the eye when you're out there on the stream. It's going to be hard anyway. Okay, so that is the Montauk Green Caddis Pupa.